You can't just say that.
Spoilers!
Yeah.
So, the name of the season is Attack on Edafos. There are going to be several factions with their sights set on the pivotal city of strength. Edafos.
Pivotal city of strength.
That's a direct quote. Dude.
As our paladin had mentioned earlier. There's a system I want to use that I have not brought to your attention just yet. At the end of every session, well, let me name the factions first. First and foremost is Edafos, their ability to defend themselves, like the current government, current military. The next faction will be the insidious wotc, as you might know from the intro. And a third one attacking, or I guess the second one attacking, is going to be Ogratis and his league. So at the end of every session, I'm going to have you guys roll 2d6 each, and each roll will represent like the power level of those three factions that won't come into play until the final battle. So for this entire season, they're going to be building power, and I guess your characters wouldn't know these values, but every week we're going to watch them grow on our end as players. And yeah, and you guys will be strong based on how you make connections and do your questing and whatnot.
We have to quest? What is this, an MMO?
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah. Retrieve 9
How many
pelts.
boars do I have to kill?
9. Well, if they drop what you need, 9. But it'll probably be 30.
Awesome.
And we're definitely going to take notes this season, right?
No. Good question.
Wait,
That's
wait.
why we have the live stream. That is our notes,
Yeah,
right?
let me try that
Exactly.
again. We're not going to take notes. Sorry,
No.
guys.
No.
So the future event
No. You can't
is...
tell us what the future event is.
We'll kind of hint at it.
No. I'm kidding. I'll stop antagonizing you. Go ahead.
There's fires everywhere. There's everybody in the military. The Edafos military. And maybe more militaries. Guess, I mean, all this is fluid, I guess. But the military is trying to defend the city against the people crashing in. The UNT are there, led by... Do you think it would be Idris?
I think we learned from the mass
Idris is
combat
not gonna
episode,
lead.
Idris does not lead.
He's not a
Idris is
general.
He has,
So-
or they have probably like a stealth unit somewhere.
Okay. Stealth unit is there. Maybe.
If anything,
the whole
one of
future
your characters would be the general.
That's true. It's gonna be Greg. Was it Greg? What was her name? Carl.
Carl, yeah.
Yeah,
All-terrain vehicle.
Yeah.
All-terrain. That's a
Yeah.
callback.
That's Sconji.
Each of the factions, including Agent 15, which will be the future party, which might be the starting characters. I don't know. But the 4 factions are clashing heads. But a year before this. So where we actually start off at, 9 years after Asi is petrified and becomes the helm of Beaky's ship, we find ourselves in Score's Hold, only slightly renovated after the tsunami. Score is sitting there drinking his endless ale. Streamview.
Not an ounce of water damage.
Not an ounce
None.
of water damage.
What about fire damage? Any of that?
No. So each of you, through your own ways, however you might have heard about Agent 15 or Score, you are sitting at a large table in a hidden room of Score's alehouse. So, each of you want to be with us. Good news! Wonderful news! Well, as we all know, just recently, the matron finally attacked for the 3rd time. Her attack here was useless. We all can survive a good crash of waves. Argos is a hearty town, hearty city. Nothing a little water's gonna wanna... The little bit of water's just gonna wash away and nobody's really hurt. Anyways. She must have spent time planning. gathering iron stones or something. The earthquake that was unleashed in Val'moda flattened it. Our teleportation circle there has been destroyed. Agent 15 has no way to get there except on foot. And to prove your value, and perhaps become one of us, we want you to go there and establish the teleportation circle. I will warn you, we sent a party before you. We haven't heard from them. It's been a good 10 days now. 13 days, something. It's been a minute. So, I can give you a couple scrolls of, I forget what it's called. What, Bigsby's tent or something? The thing where you got a place to stay for the night?
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple scrolls to give you a place to sleep for a few nights. And I'll even front you the coin to take the ferry into the outlands. So who are you anyways? Jake takes a big drink of his ale. He burps as I did. So, wait, who are you anyways?
Well, well, if everyone's fine with me speaking up, I stand up. Goliath, 8+ feet tall, almost 9 feet. And my name's Thalius Ebergard. It's nice to meet you, sir. It's nice to meet all the rest of you. Actually, I kind of, we've worked together before on a few other things, but Thane, I don't think we've had the pleasure of working together. And I think this would be a great endeavor for both of us. And Scar, it's an honor to meet you. I just got to say, sir, I've heard a lot about you, a lot of good things, and I look forward to working with you.
He leans forward. Ale still in hand. I heard about me, did you? What did you hear?
I heard that you won the ale drinking contest, a few years back. No one's been able to beat it since, although I did give it a run a run for it when I used to drink, but I don't do it anymore. It's bad on the teeth, and I show my teeth, and it's just like gold and silver teeth because a lot of them have been knocked out over the years.
Score gives a big teethy grin. He has the most perfect smile you've ever seen.
Well, you got a nice set of chompers right there.
You're drinking the wrong stuff.
It's also not good for the gut, and I pat my belly.
Yeah. He slaps. He'll let go of his ale, his endless ale. He'll smack his belly with two big hands, two big dwarfy hands. Oh yeah, that part's true.
I've heard you're an impeccable swimmer.
Someone lied to you. I don't swim, I float.
I guess you could say that's one and the same.
No, you really can't say that's one and the same. The one you're actually swimming. The other you're not moving at all other than what the current pulls you at.
I was just trying to be kind.
I'm sure.
Don't be kind to that old bastard.
I'm sure they can doggy paddle. Just flip, 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 flip. As they tread water.
Lean over and mockingly put my hand over in front of my mouth where Score can still clearly hear what I'm saying. From what Shreyu has told me, he can't do much outside of drinking.
You know Shreyu, do you?
Oh, Shreyu and me, we go way back.
I guess that's probably why you're here. Shreyu may be dead.
No. We all know Shreyu doesn't die that easy. What I'm really here for is a little bitty necromancer you had around here. Oh, about 9 years ago. But I'll do my time, I'll wait. I can be patient.
You mean Ogratis, right?
No, Thalius. We've been over this. It's Zanog. It's not Ogratis.
Isn't it? It's one and the same. It's one person, right? It's Ogratis. Like, it's Ogratis, Zanog, whatever the last name is. Like, I thought we've talked about this many times.
Skewer. Can you please set Thalia straight here? It's not Ogratis, it's Zanog.
Well, yeah, Zanog was. He was with us. He was one of us, and from what I gather from Josiah's stories, Ogratis took Zanog into his control. Ogratis is the bigger one.
I mean, but isn't this like a certain point of view kind of thing where like Zanog turned into Ogratis? Like, you know, we've all heard the tales of the great Skywalkers and how, you know, the youngling turned into the you know, I think it's just a certain point of view.
Zanog got a funny way about himself, but he didn't, I don't think he took control of himself like a zombie.
You know, it's like, you know, the dark side of necromancy takes over and then they become something onto themselves. Yeah, I'm still not sold. I think it's the same person, which that's why I'm here too. You know, you just point me in the direction of Ogratis, Zanog, Cadaverous, Manaverous, and
Oh, don't you worry about him. He'll get everything all jobbled up and then he'll get it all straight again. He's really good at just hitting stuff skewer. And Thane, what are you good at? So far, all I've heard is that you don't know what swimming or floating is.
Again, I was just trying to be kind. Well, ex-paladin of the order, and I was medically discharged, so I'm just looking for some purpose again. And I figured this place could be a good place to help.
What temple ain't gonna name you medically discharged you?
Yes.
Really?
I mean, I don't have a note on me, so...
That's fine, I'm just blown away. It's that... You know the place is filled with healers, and you have a medical...
it's not lost on me. It's been eating at the back of my head for quite some time now.
like literally eating at the back of your head, or figuratively?
Could be. They couldn't figure it out, and it's a whole thing. I mean, we could get into it now, but what did we talk about on the way over?
I feel like, yeah, that's a good roadside chat
Yeah,
that we could have.
If you guys want to get down to business, then I guess we could just get down to business. But I mean, I'm really concerned about if it's something's eating the back of your head.
No, nothing's eating the back of my head. My brain's still fully intact.
Yeah, I look at the back of Thane's head to see if there's literally anything eating the back of Thane's head.
I'll lift up my hair for you.
As the DM, I can say no.
No, it's fine. There's nothing back there. It's perfectly fine. There's no little creature eating the back of Thane's head.
Yet.
I mean, you could say that about anything. I don't have one yet either. You don't.
No, lean over the table a little bit to make eye contact with Thane and lean back into the chair.
He's gonna toss you.
You're a jumpy one, aren't you?
Hello.
Oh, you don't get to live as long as I have without being just a wee bit jumpy. She's gonna jump up just a little bit and sit back down.
That's her way of saying she's old.
I was gonna be kind and not ask how old she was, but you know.
It's the fair skin, you know. All of us Eladrin.
And the strict moisture regimen every night too. That probably helps.
Where do you all come from?
All right now.
You're quite different to be in a group.
Well, that was quite rude, wasn't it? You just interrupted me as I was about to tell you all about the moisture regimen.
I don't.
Someone
That
was
sounds
gonna do
awful.
Well, I'm from Edafos. You know, my folks have been in the military for a long time, soldier upon soldier. But what brings me here today is my dad died at the terror of Lil Baron, and got turned into one of those wicked undead creatures and had to smash his own skull in. Someone put him in a pit trap. Who does that to somebody's undead corpse? That is purely a defilement.
I mean,
Honestly, it
they probably had a good reason.
Made it easier to bury him, but but I still had to smash his skull in, get my hammer back, all kinds of other stuff. But I want to find that SOB. I'm sorry for the language. Find that SOB who did that. Person. You need to put a coin in the swear jar. That's why I'm here. Bad management combined with, corrupt politicians leading good soldiers like my dad and my granddad and my great-granddad and all them before to early death. It's not necessary.
Right then.
Now you're telling me that every one of your great-grandfathers and fathers... Wow, this voice is really hard to do when you're speaking in a country accent. Or Midwest or whatever. Wow.
Yeah. I have a nice
Picking that up.
easy one.
Bring that back in. So you're telling me that every one of your fathers and your grandfathers
And
have died
grandmothers.
early, and
Yeah.
grandmothers.
Yeah. They all usually die by about, my age. I'm 26 right now because you said it was a year before. I'm 26 right now, but most of us don't live past 27.
It's a bad club to be in. I would assume.
Yes, very bad club.
Well, right, anyways, whatever. Your whole family's military and you're not, and maybe
Well,
maybe
I-
you'll outlive them.
I was, but kind of went a little, I was discharged for family reasons, and now I'm here. But if we ever need to talk to some soldiers or something, I might be able to pull some strings, might not. Depends on the DM. Yeah, it'll make a few things on the road a little easier.
I hear your DM's very flexible.
He does yoga, so get that leg behind the head.
While in a helicopter.
Well, in a helicopter.
Daring.
Well, very interesting. Sounds like really you're all just looking for work.
Yes. Purpose, glorious purpose.
Good enough. So he's gonna slide a bag of coin to you. This will get you on the ferry. Cross into the center. And the scrolls are poking out the top of the bag. You do notice there's only 3 of the scrolls in there, and in the outlines you probably want one every night.
I think that you're missing one, Skjor. Or are you taking up a little bit of a habit of Shreyu's and being a little bit stingy?
No, I'm nothing like Shayru. I'll spend every dime I got.
One thing.
The thing is, I told you I sent a party before you. I'm out of scrolls.
Well, I'm sure we could rough it at least for a night or two. Maybe use them every other night. Depends on how long it takes us. We could use them sparingly. But I want to thank you for the scrolls and the money and being so kind. I know we're doing a job for you, but you've been quite amenable.
Right. I urge you to get there ASAP. There might be caravans headed that way if you want to travel, I guess, safer, but whatever, it's on to you. Get that teleportation up and we could talk about a steady income.
All right.
Sounds good
And-
to me.
And what would you like us to do if we happen to run into your small band of merry men out on the road?
I guess
Send
it's
them home, kill
Guess it's a
them,
competition then.
take them under our wing.
You do what you will. I think their goals sound similar to you, just they might already be dead, I don't know. No one's heard from them.
Or maybe they just lost their way.
I guess.
It sounds like we
go
might
north,
be able to make
go
some,
northeast.
I think we could make some friends. Nothing hurts in a little bit of friendly competition.
Are we competing to be their friends?
We're competing to be the best.
I just thought that was already what we were.
Every day you got to strive to be better than you were the day before. The only true competition is you.
All right, well, when you get there, Shayru may be injured or dead even. I hope not.
We can only hope.
In the gambling business, Shayru has had several names So maybe ask him to show you ain't gonna work. Mentioning Agent 15 probably won't do any good. I guess your best bet is ask for the casino. The Casino of Agony.
Do you have any, like, I don't know, badges? Like any type of signifier that we're with Agent 15?
That's a good idea. We could probably work on that.
You know, I once knew this group of Masons that had a specific handshake where you put your, like, you do this and you say like a brother knows another brother in the darkness and all kinds of other stuff. Maybe we could develop some kind of secret society of handshakes and rituals to signify that we know each other.
Sounds a bit convoluted. I'm not sure we could actually hide all that.
And it sounds incredibly boring. Why wouldn't you want something to show off? And she's gonna hit the symbol on her chest of the three goddesses on her breastplate. You want to show off where you belong.
That's very true. I mean, that's why I have a whole bunch of tattoos all over me. That each one tells a story.
What does the feather mean?
Oh, that one, you gotta be light as a feather when you're bashing someone's skull, and you never want to be stationary. You gotta move around. Someone hits you, you gotta dance. You gotta dance around them, just like when you try to smack a feather out of the sky. Have you ever tried to smack a feather out of the sky? It's real tough.
I feel like you have some sort of attention deficit disorder.
What?
Wonderful. Well, why don't we be on our way? Start reaching out for the bag of gold.
Just as you say that, a large clock tower near the ocean. It's a lighthouse clock tower multi-purpose vehicle.
Otherwise
it
known
moves?
as
A large bell rings over the city-state of... Not the whole city-state, the city of Edafos. Score eyes get huge. He looks left and looks right. He's like, "Oh, it's time!" And then he smiles and leans in. Shrimp tacos. He gets up.
I love shrimp tacos.
He's like, "Nah, you get out so I can leave."
Oh, it wasn't an okay. Yeah, it's not an invitation. Yep. Yeah, we should all leave. Well, I'm leaving.
This chair like squeaks as we all get up.
It's
Wonderful.
the best chair ever got. Sorry.
Anybody want the last word?
I also thought it was an invitation to shrimp tacos. If you know,
See, that's what I.
You're free to eat meals. I gotta go.
All right.
Score
Yeah,
takes the shrimp tacos very seriously.
Do you guys choose to have shrimp tacos with Score, who just hired you to do a job?
We watched him drinking for like the last hour, just nonstop. You got to have something to soak up all that liquid.
Or do you think that shrimp tacos is a euphemism for something else?
Oh, like going down? Yeah, probably.
As you guys discuss the deeper meaning of shrimp tacos, you find your way to the ferry headed to the northwest. Let me get you. No,
You guys were talking about conspiracy theories earlier with the whole Xenago Gratis thing. I think the real conspiracy is that I don't think the ale in his mug is even real.
You think it's just water?
I don't even think it's real. I think it's just a magical projection. It's a minor illusion.
Just
You know,
air.
I mean, that would make sense, I guess. Or not.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. There's no way. There's no way that man could be perpetually drunk like that all the time.
So it's all an act.
Exactly.
Hey, he's one clever general, sergeant, whatever, admiral, Navy.
I didn't catch his title. I don't know if Agent 15 even has titles.
Speaking of what,
color do you think it is in the mug when it's
I
empty?
didn't get a good look at it.
maybe it's a deep sea of sadness, and it's just a projection of his emotions, requiring him to drink nonstop.
Again, I don't even think drinking takes place. I think he just likes the image of him being this, hearty, constantly drinking, constantly drunk, tough man. I think it's just air. I think it's just an illusion.
Alright, you guys are on the ocean, just in case you need access to your character sheets. But your actual,
We've been talking about this for days.
but your actual location is represented by this little campfire. So, you go. Do you guys use the ferry, or imagine yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you board the ferry. It's a bit cramped, with what's it called? Mostly building materials, packaged food to go to the city. They're gonna take. Yeah, I'll just narrate over this. You guys take the ferry over the channel here. As you look out past Argos, as if you're looking back towards Edafos, there's a massive waterfall, and kind of like a steampunk type elevator off to the sides of the either side of the waterfall, one going up, one going down, constant motion, like I guess a ski lift. And off to the right of the waterfall, I guess this way towards Argos. It's still in the city, but towards that way, not that important. There's like that natural trail that's formed. People that don't trust the elevator. It's the big zigzag down. As you're leaving, Argos is a beautiful, very nice port town. It does smell of good food. Oh, they're hungry out down there. Smells great.
Like shrimp tacos.
Smells like shrimp tacos. Tis shrimp taco day there. Hey,
It's a
enjoy.
Tuesday.
It's a good holiday. So, traveling through the Outlands is a dangerous endeavor. The place you need to go, are you using your rock every day?
No.
Okay.
I think I'll honestly just hold on to it until we need to use it. I like talking. I like walking.
You'll be
We gotta
traveling
learn
for
about each other.
You'll be traveling for 8 days through the Outlands, and I assume nobody's got friendly Terrys on this route. Each day, 8 days you've been moving. Each day is going to be 1d4 minus 1 levels of exhaustion. I will minus 3 on top of that because of if you burn your scrolls. Or do you just want to take it one at a time, see how it goes?
I think the first day, we're the freshest. We're like little daisies. Might as well. And
First day on the ferry ain't bad.
yeah, we
I'll
don't
give you
need to
that
use
one.
any of our huts.
Here, let's bring you
Not
this way
yet.
then. So you left the city. Good. The ferry ride. It's about 20 miles. Pretty wide channel. I guess it's not a channel then. It's a good chunk.
Can't.
About half a day on the ferry. Get off the ferry. First day of travel. We're just gonna get through this. Are you using a scroll for day one?
I don't need it.
And
Yeah, not yet.
you leave Argos. Ocean on your left, mountains on your right. I'll put it on screen so you can see. I was about to roll a real d4. We ain't here for that. 1d4 minus 1. Let's go.
I don't know how you would take it into account or how it would play into your exhaustion mathematics here. But as an Eladrin, I do have trance, so I only need 4 hours of actual rest, and I don't have to sleep.
Half the exhaustion that the rest of us get.
I was gonna bring it up later, but then we started actually rolling stuff, and I was like, oh, I should probably throw that out here now.
Does 1d4 minus 1 sound like it's gonna work?
Sorry, and that was 1 level of exhaustion, just so everyone's
Yep.
clear.
Yeah.
Everyone's got 1 level
Got
of
it.
exhaustion, unless you have something otherwise. What's it? Not cure wounds, but there's a spell that might help. You gotta burn your
Greater
spells.
restoration.
That might help.
Heroes Feast.
I don't think I have that
Something.
one.
Good berries.
All right.
But I don't think any of us have those.
So I think I do like the 1d4 minus 1, but because you're the cleric and paladins, you guys got things to clear exhaustion, and I'll just include that by making the 1d4. Let's do it.
I also have my
Okay.
stones endurance being a Goliath, so I feel like that could possibly even out with the cleric paladin stuff, or help assist with it. Just like, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'll just get a second wind here.
1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing. Oh, that works too. You can heal 1. 3.
We made up for a day.
Look at that.
4.
You know, I don't drink anymore, but I sure could go for some coffee. Did you see those crag crawlers? One of them was like leading the other ones. That's weird.
Still 5.
From what I've gathered, Zanog actually ran off with a crag crawler from Edafos.
I didn't know Gratis like was into crag crawlers. I thought it was just undead creatures. Do you think he raised the crag crawler to be undead?
I truly hope not, as that would be an utter abomination of Shantaea's goodwill.
Yeah, Shantae. Did she write an album? Psalms.
One of these days, Thalius, we'll get you properly educated in the ways of the three goddesses' doctrine. Am I right, Thane?
Yes, please. I can't take this kind of, I guess, blasphemy.
Oh, you know I jest in good fun, but I have nothing against your religion or your systems of belief. I have my own. You know, it just mine happens to be with a hammer.
What? You worship the hammer or the one wielding the hammer?
No, I worship my family for like my father and grandfathers and everyone before us and grandmothers and great. You know, my great grandmother was the first wielder of this here hammer, and her essence still, I can feel it within the hilt of this or within the handle of this hammer.
Perception checks.
Oh my God, what's that?
But which?
I also have danger sense if that's needed,
It was a crit fail.
so I can't be surprised.
That's fine.
Is it gonna roll?
2021. Yeah. You got a crit fail. So, with the two 20s, Thalius and Thane, my TH friends, as the sea breezes end and the salt in the air fades, it is then replaced by stench.
Ugh. Thane, and I know you've been traveling. You probably got some swamp bud, but seriously, we need to. Once we get to Val'moda, I'm buying you a bath.
I mean, you're not exactly the freshest daisy in the group either.
It's very true. I also need a bath, but was that you?
You weren't
Did
wearing a shirt the whole time.
No, it makes me glisten in the sun. But
If that's what you want to call it.
yeah,
I don't
glisten-
smell anything.
You don't. What can I do? Would we know what that smell is? Does it smell like gas, or does it smell like undead bodies or dead stuff?
I need some type of intelligence-based roll. Nature could work.
History?
Yeah, your history of smells works for me. Your personal history.
History of smells.
13.
13.
That smells like a rotten.
Creature.
You say an int-based roll, I can roll religion.
Creature.
I'm not including myself because I didn't smell anything. I failed. My nose
That's right.
failed me.
Mhm.
Smells like a rotten
Creature.
creature thing.
What?
Should we check it out? I mean, this breeze was nice and all, or should we just keep on walking?
Which?
Well, where there's a dead animal, there's probably some sort of predator. So unless you're willing to put up the fight, we have been traveling straight for 8 days.
Yeah, it's been a little light. I mean, those crag crawlers, we dispersed some would-be road warriors.
Thane and Thalius. You see a
yeah.
giant vulture making laps about 60 feet ahead. I'm going to acknowledge that you get 21 over 20. You see that there's several smaller vultures following the larger one, forming a vortex just ahead.
You know what? I don't mind going over and investigating this.
Sorry, I'm still just trying to consider the fact that you worship your dead family. That's all. I'm just kind of stuck on the topic. But just lead the way. I'll follow.
Yeah, you know, I don't necessarily worship. I just honor them by keeping their thoughts with me as I wield this weapon and power.
Also, there's nothing wrong with believing in oneself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
It's
no,
like-
no. I don't have any issue. I'm not taking issue with the believing in oneself and family. I'm just curious on the it sounded as if you were worshiping your grandparents, and it just sounded a little bit unhealthy. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It just seemed a little unhealthy.
Well, you'll learn my traditions. I'll learn your traditions, and we'll be square. That's the beauty of being in this kind of de jure culture where we just try to mix everything together and honor each other's backgrounds. It's a beautiful way.
Honor the mixing pot.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Vimuros. It's like a great melting pot, except for we don't tear people down and make new things. We let them be.
We find a path forward.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh darn! You put another coin in the jar. There's a dead lizard folk right here.
As most travelers would notice, getting closer and closer to Val'moda, the grass itself becomes more flowery and more colors of the rainbow. All types of beautiful life is grown here. However, for your party, that is overshadowed by the corpse just
Not
sitting
enough shower.
there.
Finally.
Huh.
Cool.
It is a
So-
reptilian humanoid.
Anyone know Thane or?
Well,
Go ahead.
Can I make a survival check on it to see what happened to it?
Yeah.
It's like how it died.
Mm-hmm.
I'll help.
Medicine.
Yeah, this is not my forte. If someone could figure out how this thing died.
Also, their bright eyes. Were they trampled? Is your thoughts? Was there a? You do see a bunch of bruises.
Dice
and-
are just not on my side today.
Could I do like a battle history check? Like if roll history, but it's based off like how they were struck. I might learn how they died.
Try.
Look at that.
You believe they were struck with warhammers and maybe other blunt weapons, quite a bit, and let's see, history, medicine, survival. What checks are there? Let's see.
Wisdom, intelligence.
Yeah, this poor thing got hit from all over. I see
He was
multiple-
obviously trampled by a wild herd of elephants.
No, take a hammer wielder for another hammer wielder. Someone beat this poor fella pretty bad with some warhammers, some clubs. So there was
I'm
even some
gonna have to
stones.
agree with
thrown in there.
Alice here. I've seen enough battle to. This man was murdered.
Like if they were trampled, we'd see things all over the ground. But this is a targeted individual attack here.
Blunt force trauma
gonna-
is
I'm gonna
blunt
do it.
force trauma.
I'm gonna
Go
do
ahead.
another perception, or unless you want me to investigate the area.
No, perception's fine. Investigate might be more specific. That's all.
That's what I want. I want to scan like the minute around us here, because it's clearly this guy was either killed, or I don't know how long ago, but
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
7.
I wonder if I'll get a little turnaround here. Can I try to do a perception? I want to see if there's anything around that would indicate. I guess actually this would be investigation. Anything around to indicate that this is one of the lost members of that first party.
Okay.
Jeez, I just am not. I'm not with it today.
As you
Not at all.
evaluate this
Thanks.
person, you realize you have no details to go off of.
Remember we were talking about we need like some kind of symbols or handshakes. We can't really do it when they're dead.
Badge.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we really do need a badge or like a emblem.
Anybody?
or-
Well, anybody know speak with dead?
It's your forte. I only.
One
Not me,
second. Let me
uh,
look through. Let me look through my little book. She's gonna pull a book off her side. Start flipping through it. I don't remember if I prepared that. I know that I know it. I just gotta make sure if I prepared it. I did actually.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So she flips through her book, and right here. There we go. And she kind of like leans her head back, just like, sorry, the eyes aren't exactly that perfect. I just like to look like I'm a little bit more wise than I am. All righty, here now.
I lean over to Thane and say, "You can't moisturize the eyes, so like that's those are going."
I don't even want to know what the moisturizing regimen is.
Souls of the dead, souls that have gone to bed, come back out to speak so that we can meet. Yada yada yada, Pathfinder's business. There you go.
10 out of 10 spell casting.
So, Allsweather, how does this work?
Well, you see, we don't want to ask any more questions as they're getting up. We have 3 questions, I believe, that we can ask, and in any order, 5 questions. Sorry, I'm just now reading the spell. We have 5 questions we can ask them, but if we ask them any stupid questions, they will still answer the question. So no names, no ifs, no buts, just ask them direct things.
Yeah, no. Nothing but these canned nuts, right?
The lizard focus. That's there.
Well,
Looking at you.
howdy there, little lizard folk. Yeah, should I ask? Do we take turns?
How did you die?
The city fell on me.
The city fell on him. Anyone know of a flying?
Are you asking the group or are you?
Yeah, no, we.
Well, I would say the lizard folk is part of
I
the group right
didn't
now, so I asked the
ask.
group question. That'd be asking y'all a question, right? That's a question.
I think that would be.
All righty, let's not
Our
ask
friend
anymore.
agrees with us.
Let's not ask any more indirect questions.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Lizard Folk, where did the city fall on you?
Arms, legs, chest.
That is my fault. I apologize, my friends. We have 2 more questions, and I have asked a bad one.
How about what were you doing out here?
Thought I could make it. Somewhere new.
Okay. So clearly they're just traveling, and the city falls on them. And you think I'm not gonna ask another. No, I know this. I'm not gonna ask another question.
We're nowhere near the city right now.
I have a fantastic question. How did you get to this precise location, as we are not near any floating cities currently, my friend the Lizard Folk?
Mount. Dies.
Again.
Mounted.
So he rode his mount, and then a city fell on him.
Well,
Well,
that's.
I would think the city fell on him first and he tried to make it out and did not.
Now, I don't know how many times you've been hit in the head, my good friend Thane, but if a city fell on you, I don't think you would be getting back up quickly enough to mount.
You don't know the extent of his injuries at the time of falling. He did say mount though, so hang on. This is something we did in the service here. I'm gonna like get down to the ground, like pat the ground a little bit, and then go whoop whooper.
And
Please,
that's what
Lord.
happens.
Well, maybe he was like riding the mount and he got hit, and then he fell and the mount ran off.
Anybody, you can either do, you can do one more check involving the body with advantage. Just let me know what. Just let me think. Let me look. You can do.
Nothing happens with the crag crawler call.
Nope, nothing happens. You just shadowed Whoop Whooper. One of the
I mean, I can
vultures-
do a perception check of the area around.
That's fine. You can get advantage with your movie knowledge.
I get advantage for the check.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
You guys can all do perception or investigation or medicine with advantage.
Nice.
I'm just doing perception.
Yeah, I'll take perception as well. There we go. Nice 25 there. Yay!
Medicine for 27.
Medicine check. Yeah, with your knowledge, they were crushed by fallen rocks and stuff. Broken ribs and internal bleeding was certainly the cause of death later on. They probably made it about a day and a half trying to travel. The 25 perception check. What's what I'm looking for?
Whoop whooper.
Not
whoop.
quite.
It's 2 words.
The way that his feet are dressed would suggest that he was attached to a flying mount of some form.
He fucking fell off the flying mount.
So, so using deductive reasoning here, he was on a flying mount. A city fell on him, and then he fell off the flying mount.
The city fell on him first. And he was flying for a day and a half and then died and then fell off.
Medicine, critical success. They're still moving. Ever so slightly. Finger twitch.
But I mean, Speak with Dead worked on him. Oh.
I think our friend here's got a little bit of an affliction. See, he is dead, but he is still kind of moving. Don't you ever look? Watch his fingers.
Oh, that would make sense why these vultures didn't start eating him. I can solve that. Can I take out my axe and just start chopping him up?
You can
Make
try.
bite-sized pieces for the birds.
Roll initiative. Good. Do it. You go first.
Cool.
Yes.
They moved it to here.
You got advantage on the attack because we're technically flanking.
And
Minus
it's
5
prone.
on everything because you're exhausted.
21 minus 5?
16.
16 hits.
Yeah. So 11 plus my rage, which is another 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have... Oh, I forgot to say I was raging. Rage. Just like, well, golly, this will be fun. And then I rage as I swing my axe overhead, do the 11 plus 6, and then I also deal dull. So that's a total 13 plus 3, 16 points of damage for my first attack. And for what it's worth, its constitution score drops by a d4.
Nice. Alright, math.
1. Nice.
A 25 to hit?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, that hits.
For another 12. 15 points of damage.
Hell yeah. You do that damblage.
Nice.
And that ends my turn. I'm just like, okay, well, we're chopping up this little lizard folk.
Is that slashing damage?
Yes.
Nice. As you hit it, unnecessary amount of ooze is coming out, spraying out like if it was a big old blood blister that was popped like a pimple, that's what's happening.
Oh, this is so gross. Everyone, you should just step back. Let me do this.
Good thing we didn't shower.
We'll definitely need it now.
Is it my turn? I think it is. Alright, I'm gonna fancily whip out the old halberd. Let's roll the first one. Advantage. 21 minus 5.
Yeah.
Also gonna divine smite this shit. And it gets an extra d8 because it's an undead. So no, here's the first damage. All right, so I'll fancily like two-hand it, and I'll like, goddesses give me strength as the radiant energy climbs up to the top of the halberd, and I'll just go right into its body.
There's about a solid second and a half where your weapon is stuck, lodged in, and you gotta pull it back out. As you do so, Fane and Allsweather, give me a... Let me think before I speak.
Think before you speak. Think before you speak.
Dex save. 15.
4.
You should get +3 to all your saving throws because I'm around 10 feet.
7.
Dirty 20. Well, that's
So
minus
heavy
5 too.
armor.
So
Yeah, so which is 15.
15.
Fane, since it was your axe lodged in there, as you're pulling it out, you feel it wasn't just your pulling that pulled it out, but that much liquid pressure is building up, and it spits out your axe, spraying both of you. Allsweather goes in your eyes. You're gonna be temporarily blinded.
Nice.
All right, let's do that again because I still have one more hit.
This thing is leaking with pressure.
Is it
like a
14 hit?
pressurized system. Yes.
So here's the first two.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is gross.
I'm gonna roll 2 just for the extra to make up for the other one.
It's like a big lizard folk blood blister just popping.
So an extra 15 radiant damage on that as well. 34 radiant, or 34, 19 regular like slashing damage, and then 15 radiant damage.
Got it on there. The lizard folk, all the places that previously had the blunt damage are being agitated, and the places you are hitting, it is bloating up and swelling up on all of its areas and pouring out. And they kind of do a very limp, it's a zombie, as you would know by now, does a very limp and cast a Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
And it is going to target
While
all
prone and that close.
Yep, it's gonna try.
Who is it going after?
Old Smito. Smitey McSmiter.
You can try.
19. Yep.
It's exactly the number.
Feel that.
No, seriously, everyone, you should back up. Let me deal with this thing.
Trying to wipe up my eyes.
3. I guess everybody gets 1. It kind of shoots out at all 3 of you then. I'll do the rolls in a minute. 5 damage to Smito.
Oh, gee.
I'll roll
Uchi ouchie.
disadvantage for Thalius. 9.
Stop shooting things at me. I
And then I'll roll normal.
might be enraged, but
Push me back.
I might be mad,
Does
but
it
I can
push
still
you?
think.
No, it
Some
does
of
not.
Eldritch Blast sometimes though. Like I don't know if this thing has that.
It does not.
Feet,
And a
whatever.
21 to hit the blinded Allsweater. 8 damage.
Take it.
It doesn't really try to stand up, but it's pushing on the ground awkwardly with its legs, like, arching its back up, kind of just rolling around pretty pathetically. And it continues uttering vocal components of spells that are not quite firing off. It's kind of flicking its wrist around.
man, I really wish I took Mage Slayer right about now.
Yeah, I kind of wish I did too. Alright. Was that the end of its turn?
Yep.
I'm going to I'm gonna wipe up my eyes a little bit more and just well I can't see shit. So Shantea scared the living hell out of all these creatures. And I'm gonna put my shield up where my holy symbol's at, and I'm gonna cast one of my channel divinities for the day, for the short rest rather, for turn undead.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and throw that in the dealio here. Need them to make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
And I will throw out there that depending on if they pass or fail, I have a cool little guy named Destroy Undead as well.
24.
Damn.
Awesome. Alright, so I guess nothing happens there. If there's any, I will throw out there if there's any other undead within 30 feet of us, hidden or not, they also have to roll against this. So,
Good.
for the DM to keep track of there.
Thanks.
I can't
But-
believe you just showed this thing your shield and thought it would work.
Listen, Thane, I can't see right now, but if I could, I would hit you instead. All right? I
you
think I
wouldn't.
still
You
have
didn't hit
a. I think I still have a bonus action I can use here, so I'm gonna use. I believe I can use Face Step here, because that's one of my racial abilities.
Nice.
I'm just gonna move myself out of the way here. I'm gonna pop ourselves back by 30 feet here, and that'll be the end of Allsweather's turn. Back to Valius.
Allsweather, roll a d12.
4.
Oh, roll a d12.
Because he said so.
9.
That's a 6.
You go this way. Oh, is it a 6? You go this way. You're blind. It says teleport to a place you can see, so instead of saying you can't
Oh,
teleport,
okay.
I'm just gonna say you can't say
That's
where
fine.
you teleport.
That's fine. I figured in my head worked, but that's fine. Or whatever,
Yeah.
DM God.
It's not that important, but some DMs wouldn't let you cast it at all because you're blind, so. That's not
That's
fun.
just silly. Everyone, well, I guess not everyone has a inner monologue or pictures in their head. But damn it, I do.
I think I still have advantage on attack against this thing, correct?
I think this is about to be a steamroll. I'm gonna just say the next couple attacks are gonna, because it doesn't have a turn. You guys each have a turn. I don't know what you want to pull off, but you're gonna kill it.
So using my axe, swinging it overhead, trying to just chop this thing into bits. Be like, your first bird's little bitty bird's going to trap you into bird. Blah, 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 blah.
What was your total damage?
43.
I'm gonna need that one more time.
43 and 11 of it's radiant.
No, the song. I'm gonna need that one more
Little
time.
bitty bird's gonna chop you into bits, gonna make you want your food, cause you're big, big, big. Oh, Allsweather, you need to put a coin in the swear jar.
I'm putting your coins in the swag jar, not my own.
I heard you.
Valiant.
I heard you. Language. This is a family show.
Again, your coins, not my own.
Fine. So someone in the chat will keep track. That's 3 all day.
None of those were crits, so I can't redo or add anything. Don't have a bonus action I want to do, so that's it. Constitution modifier is reduced by 5.
Ooh.
So it's a total of like 7. I don't know if they're still up at all.
They're still doing the same thing.
16 and 11 to hit.
Yeah, the 16 hits, not the 11.
So that's 17 plus. Let's do the extra 2 for. Or no, I
Okay.
won't only get.
It has 7 health.
Okay, so it's dead.
Blows up, make a dex save with advantage because you know what's happening this time.
Both of us, or just they?
Yep, yes. Because narratively, I'm saying Allsweather teleported away, and then you two just started smacking.
I got a nat 20 for 22.
There you go. 2020. You guys are fine. You were ready for it. After seeing what happened to Allsweather.
Battle ready.
Keep chopping it. You're gonna stay down, little baby. Be some bird food. They're gonna spit you on up and make you baby food. Chopping, squelching.
Baby food or bird food?
Baby
baby
birdie
bird
food.
Yeah.
killed it up, chopped it in a bunch of tiny little bits. Congratulations.
Thanks. Did it have anything good on it?
Mm.
Or when it exploded, anything cool come out?
Yeah, it was cold, alright.
Well, it's a shame we couldn't like use some of it or find out more information. Is there anything in the guts as I chop it open, like any gems or other things that turned other people?
No.
Okay. Just asking.
You have to just ask.
Yeah, I gotta ask.
All's weather. After the chop and chop's been happening, you're finally able to clear your eyes out. No longer blinded.
That's nice. I like being able to see.
Should we bury him?
That's probably a good thing to do.
The vultures start doing lower swoops with each passing lap,
Yeah, I'm
getting
gonna
impatient.
I'm gonna get out of the way of these birds. Let nature take its course.
It's just the circle of life. The
I'm gonna get
goddesses
out.
are okay with that.
I'm gonna get out a little swear bag. It has literally swear written on it, and be like, "All's weather. You gotta put a coin in the bag."
How'd you spell swear?
SWR.
Now,
That says swear.
It's swear jar.
Thalius, are there any
Jar
coins
Lord
of yours in
swear.
there?
Yeah, there's two copper pieces right here. You see the two little copper pieces, and then there's like a silver piece. I did a lot of swearing one day when I stubbed my toe pretty bad.
Look at Thane, and he's efficient, so we have to keep him around, right? And I'm gonna drop a couple coins in.
You know, I don't
That'd
use it.
be-
I donate it. You know, give it to a kid, report. You know, someone. Yeah.
Is anybody
Should
proficient in
be,
Arcana? I'll also take History.
I'm proficient in history.
I'm proficient in religion.
I'm not sure religion's the same.
Practically useless.
Quite. The history buff. There's no recorded evidence of undead spellcasters.
I told you this is Ogradis's work. Zenog Ogradis Cadaverous Manaverous has been here doing stuff. We're
No, he
hot
can't
on
have
his.
four. There's no way he has 4 names. There's no way.
Been Bojangles Manavery. He's been here. We're hot on his tail.
I have seen his actual prison record. I can tell you he does not have 4 names, and it is just Zanog.
Perception checks.
Might be a bad time, but is anybody else kind of hungry?
You know, I could eat.
Is it roll? Okay, there we go.
If it's an attack, I get advantage. If not, then it's normal.
Thal,
16 from Allsweather.
Thalius, were you with? Who said they were hungry just now?
Thing.
Thane. We had the worst roll. It doesn't work narratively, but Thalius, you see the vulture swooping down to grab some bits. Just as they're ready to nibble up your little chunkly nuggets, that liquid that everything was, all the matter here kind of just turns into this thick, pasty, iridescent black, oily goop and seeps into the soil.
Well,
The vulture goes-
is disgusting.
The vulture says, "Ah," and flies away.
What? The bird it's sighing into. Did anyone else hear that?
I
Great
think you might
information.
be.
I don't know what you're talking
Everyone
about.
else heard vulture noises.
I think that you might be just a wee bit exhausted, Thalius.
I'm pretty exhausted, but I swear I heard that bird sighing over there as the goop of the body is just falling into the ground. Turned into a thick, black, mucusy, disgusting stuff.
That doesn't
Look-
sound like it. Like that actually happened.
Well, birds flew away, so I guess we got to bury it now, since nature can't take its
Well,
course.
the mucus is it turned to mucus and is now gone.
But the body's still there, right? You said the
Nothing-
bloody.
Maybe like clothes bits are there.
The
Okay.
body's
Raptured.
gone.
I will have to say this in a way that my players will understand, but maybe not the characters. All organic matter of this creature has been vacuumed.
Yeah.
I swear, the cadaverous, manaverous, ogratus, who's here, is his work.
You know, at this point, I say that we just get our jolly selves back on the path and on our way. Because there's nothing left here for us.
No, but that was a unique situation.
This is what's
Things
quite,
like has happen occasionally when you're out on the road, Thalius.
I don't know if somebody turning to paste and then being absorbed by the earth is something that happens normally.
Oh, you guys should have seen the town I ran by the sweetest little squirrel woman. It was a mess. There was blood everywhere. There was chunks and bits and little dead blue people.
Dead little blue. You talking about Smurfs?
Do you
Not
smoke
that
wizard,
little.
Do you smoke Wizard Reef?
No, they weren't that little, and not in a very long time. Unfortunately, it just doesn't sit well with me anymore. And by little, I mean under 5'6", just a little bit shorter than I.
Can I
But
do
they
a
were blue.
Would it be a survival or what to know how far we are from where we need to go?
I'll take survival.
I'm serious. Does anybody have any rations or something? I don't know what's come over me. I'm just so hungry.
Although all the organic matter went away, it still smells like garbage bodies.
I mean, I got some rations. You want one?
Yes, please. Something. I don't know what's come over me.
I mean, it's hardtack. It's basically jerky and smoked meats, but you can have it if you want.
I'll take it.
Were we all making survival there? Sorry.
No, it's just me.
Since I have no idea how far we are to the next town, I think we could use my bird and fly on over.
And which direction would we fly?
Yeah, you can all make survival checks minus the quick.
North.
North is an answer.
not
Oh,
telling me.
man.
Everybody got a little turned around by that little encounter there, but Thane's like, it's that way, guys. 2 days.
Come on.
Well, how far do we travel in a day? Because I saw those hex tiles as like 25 miles.
I'm just doing 1 hex a day. On foot,
Because
anyways.
the bird can fly 144 miles in a day. So
I would have said you could have done 3 in. You could have done 3 hexes with the bird, but you're 2 hexes away.
yeah,
And-
so that's where I'm like, oh, we could probably get there by nightfall now. As
How
I
many times can
throw
you
a
use your
feather
bird?
down on the ground.
Sorry, I'm just curious. How many times can you use the bird token?
Attack with 3 hours of flying.
The token disappears.
It disappears and it turns into a bird.
The
Is what
bird
happens.
disappears. It's 1-time use.
Don't use the bird.
Yeah, no, never mind. I thought it was like a recharge thing. Never mind.
And
We
wow,
all
yeah,
look over the feather together. It
You
says
can't call the
right
eagles
here.
yet.
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna double check D&D
You double
Beyond,
check.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Engraved on the middle part of the
One-time
feather.
use.
Yeah.
Think you should hold on to this one.
Oh yeah, there's already a difference in D&D Beyond. It says 500 pounds, but then on Foundry it says 1,000 pounds.
Well, no, it says 500 pounds at full speed or 1,000 pounds at half speed.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take a bite into that ration you gave me.
If it runs out of movement or HP, you can dismiss it as an action.
It doesn't
Yes.
say that it consumes it.
Okay.
So I think I can use it again.
Like the first bit says the token disappears and a bird takes its place, and then later on it says the bird can be dismissed or it leaves.
Yeah. You know what? We'll do this later. We won't use the bird, but I'll look in the actual book and see what feather token says, because they sometimes summarize it.
Yeah.
Well, it was
God.
What? You got hard shits now? I was
Darn. No, this ration tastes like shit.
They all taste like that, Thane. You were in the military. Don't you remember what they taste like?
No, I of course I remember what the MREs taste like, but this is.
Now, Thane, we haven't talked about the swear bag jar yet, but like,
I'm not putting anything in your swear sack.
I'm just saying. It's a kid show.
Swear sex.
What children are around? Tell me.
They're always around.
But
I'm gonna hand you back. Like I truly cannot eat this. This is disgusting.
I guess for the DM, does it taste nasty, or does it just taste like? Yeah, I'm gonna bite into it.
It tastes like what you're expecting. The area does still smell a bit of death.
You sure you just aren't tasting that over there? This tastes fine.
This is not good.
Highfalutin, can't eat tack, but okay, we'll get you something fresher.
I hope so.
In any case, I guess we best be moving.
Right, first time we did a little bit of traveling, we did the 1d4 minus 2. I did recall there is something called a fudge dice, and it's not fudging the dice. It's a 6-sided die. 2 sides are -1, 2 sides are 0, and 2 sides are +1.
That sounds better.
Yeah.
Nice. So what happens when you kill us?
We'll see.
Then we have to roll the oopsie dice.
Yeah, you won't be hungry anymore.
It just means that next time we need more people to go with us so that we're less stressed as we walk, or get a vehicle.
You mean with the new characters?
You get 2 levels of exhaustion, but you make it to the front gates of Val'moda. With a little deathly bit done and the vulture's gone, you're walking through I don't know if tapestry is the right word, but this is truly a beautiful city. I don't know who's been here before. Maybe you're expecting it. Vibrant colors, more than Earth has to offer in our perspective. Yeah. Not that way.
Well,
wait.
This is wasn't it also? Didn't we talk about that? It was like recently underwater or damaged.
Argos,
so it's like
Argos was underwater.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, B. This place is pretty.
It's black and white.
Pretty destroyed.
Oh,
Pretty destroyed. We gotta go find that casino, wherever that's at. How could a nice place like this have a casino? Look at all this architecture.
This is ruins. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, look at that pile of garbage over there. Hey, that pretty. Look, like it probably used to be something.
as you walk up to the outer walls. As you walk up to the outer walls of Val'moda, you do see it is in ruins. Every city's biggest boasting feature is their massive wall wrapping around it. All of them make their wall their own way. But you see this is in shambles. Everything's everywhere. Nobody's really here. It's just a wrecked out field.
What do you think did this? Do we know?
I said it was an earthquake, but when was the last time you heard of an earthquake this destructive?
Probably very similarly to, what was it, odd 8-9 years ago when the matron attacked Argos, the giant waves that went through the city.
That makes sense. Yeah. Huh.
If I
Well-
had to guess, I would imagine that something along the same lines had to have happened here, but to be honest, I'm not all that arcane-y.
Well, I just see nothing but potential. I'm sure that we can come in here and help build this city, make a nice little fortress for us, Agent 15, and make it, in our image instead of whatever it was before. Although it was nice, it looks pretty.
The score did say we had to get the teleportation circle back online, back up and running.
True.
And if I know Shayru even as half as well as I do, I would have to say it's probably somewhere near that casino. So why don't we just go check the ruins?
That sounds like a plan. I mean, if I had sleeves to roll up, I'd be rolling up my sleeves and let's get ready to work.
Awesome.
What's your immediate action?
Looking for the casino.
Looking for casino or somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Anybody, anything?
I imagine
Signs of
looking
life?
for someone to talk to on the way to the casino. You know what I mean?
Well, if we haven't been here before, we wouldn't know where the casino is at, especially if it's flattened or anything like that.
I'm just giving the DM the idea of where we're going.
Thank you.
Gosh, Alex.
Oops.
Do you think we're intimidating people as we walk through here? I mean, I haven't seen a soul yet.
As you get past the outer gates, you do see what is like apartment complexes and more residential type thing. And there's some Ioun stones that were left behind, or made it, I guess I should say, that are just projecting like dancing lights and I guess just dancing lights for now.
As
All right.
religious people, would we know that the iron stones got spirits in them? Or is
Not
that like a
quite yet.
still...
That's gonna be that's actually gonna be real soon.
Okay.
Right now, they're magical batteries. Still, is the
Wow, though, this city never ceases to amaze me. Look at that. That's pretty.
Iron stone. Leftover iron stones. I'm gonna go pick one up.
Yeah.
you got, the iron stones are like on balconies and stuff, so you're gonna have to go up some of the
Oh.
wreckage a little bit.
No thanks.
What? As we're walking through, if they're looking around at the wreckage, I'm just, hello, anybody that can point us in the direction we would like to go? Hello, and just yelling through, looking for someone to respond as we walk through this. Is there anyone within 60 feet that can hear my voice?
I can hear you.
Your voice bounces between the apartment buildings. Some of them start to shift a little more, even from that much more vibration. A couple rocks fall
Also,
off.
Does this look like a casino?
No.
Huh. What about that one over there? Does that look like a casino?
Let me think about that one. No.
Thane, you see any casinos or people yet?
We're all standing here together, so no.
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, I was actually just gonna
Or
give
survival?
It to you. You do nothing. You do the most actually. Between actively searching for people and having the highest perception, you hear voices somewhere off. It's also bouncing off the buildings, same as yours was. The exact direction is good enough. You can kind of follow it. You hear. No,
Alrighty,
I
now
told you.
follow
Which
me,
number are we
guys.
gonna run
No,
into?
I told you we've been here before. But it's far and echoey. We've already checked that one.
Alrighty.
Sounds like some more vultures.
I think we found some people.
Oh, people. Everyone put on your smiling face, and I smile, and my gold and silver teeth are just gleaming.
Yeah. Start making my way over in that direction, waving the other two. Follow.
Yeah, I'm coming.
You said that they're like it seems like it's coming from around a corner, right?
The distance is kind of confusing right now, but you get there. Whatever. It's just echoing back and forth. You're following it for like longer than you thought you would because it didn't sound that far. And let me get you on the next screen.
You know, I've had much better days as a pathfinder of Shantaea, finding the path than I have today. It really feels like an unlucky wake.
I mean, I think it's underneath the rubble. Or, even better yet, we can make our own path.
You're not wrong. With a sigh. Look at these guys. Thalia.
They're kind of split up. They're kind of shifting rocks around, looking over and under stuff. They also look hungry. Not that that's too important.
What kind of hungry? Did any of them look a little thirsty?
No.
Maybe a different kind.
Only hungry.
Instead of saying hungry, they're just dirty and beat up. They haven't been washed or rested in any type of way.
Same.
Feel that. I haven't got to take a shower yet.
No, I haven't seen this place yet. There's no way we checked it already.
Hello? Hello? Now, friends, we are not foes, I believe we are friends. Hello?
Stop shouting!
Can you repeat yourself one more time?
No.
All
I
right,
think they said
it seems
stop shouting.
it seems we found the assholes of Val'moda.
Shaking my swerve.
Flick a coin over to you as I'm saying it.
Alright, listen. You guys got anything to eat?
I have some bad tasting hard tack.
Perfect.
But that being said, have you seen a casino around here?
What? I doubt they're open for business.
No, we just need to find it.
Have you seen Agent 15 anywhere?
You know, that is a very interesting thing. Were you...
Do they have like a
happen to know-
coin or a handshake or anything we can go off of?
You know, that's what I've been trying to make up. So I was thinking, here, grab my forearm, I'll grab your forearm, and then we shake forearms and we go, one brother to another brother makes 5 brothers, and sometimes a sister or 2, and then we call it good.
I can't
Because
see
then see you
that.
put the 1 in there and the 5 in there, that's the Agent 15.
I'll pass.
Alrighty, I think that we can stop the silliness and just start to the business.
Did they say how close to the center of the city to go?
I start handing out my hard tack and just be like,
They all sit.
my friend asked a question.
They just sit on like a broken staircase or a little perfect rock or whatever. They sit and eat for a minute. One of them casts like create water.
So far, you've all been incredibly helpful. I very much have enjoyed the conversation we've had. Now, my name is Allsweather Bright Eyes, Pathfinder of Shantaea, and a preliminary member of Agent 15. Can you please point us in the direction of your broken teleportation circle? We need to inspect it.
That's what we're looking for. Did Score send you?
He told us you're dead. So yes.
Not dead, just... This is a wild goose chase. It's not happening. How are we supposed to find a circle in an entire state that's been ruined? Is this some kind of messed up joke? If you want to join our group, go get lost in the fucking rubble.
The man does bring up a valid point.
it's a test. We have to pathfind our way to the circle, and then fix the circle, and/or create a new circle. She's leaning on her spear.
There is a
Now-
cleric in their group. You notice their medallion is rotated in such a way that peace is their preferred branch of the trilogy there, the three goddesses. And they just sigh at you.
Fellow. A fellow. Now, peaceful one. How long have you guys been traveling around in the city?
Well, Kieran suggested we start on the outer rink and spiral our way in. So I think we're on lap 3.
Of the outer ring?
Well, moving inward each time. An inward spiral so we don't miss any spots. Unfortunately, we did not come across any ruined bakeries or such.
Feel as if there's a joke in there that I've missed. Thane, any alias? Anyone want to
That's because
explain
they're
the joke?
hungry.
Oh! Well, why don't you just go looking for the bakery then?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I guess another question is, have you seen any people, any other people? You get to know them, make friends with them. I mean, we're becoming friends right now as I hand out my last piece to Thalia.
Thalia accepts, and we'll use a finely crafted dagger to cut it in half. And only eat half and save half.
Oh, weird.
I suggested we start at the center and work our way out. But I didn't want to split. I didn't want to cover more ground. Maybe we could go to the center. You
Oh,
guys
I
looking
like
for?
that idea. Yeah, Thalia, you want to come with Thalia? You want to come with
Thalia.
us?
Well,
Your friends can
Kieran.
keep doing the outer ring, and we can start
Kieran.
in the center.
Yeah.
And work our way in.
so Thalia will say to Kieran, Kieran, we'll meet again, but your efforts at leading us are different. No hard feelings. But if I'm going to get paid, I need to find what we're looking for. And, Jacob, to close our session today, something comes cruising in overhead. Could you describe to the party and me what Josiah's airship might look like?
Oh goodness! I wish I could remember the name of this ship. I believe it was a
should've warned you.
Spanish galleon.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the actual name of the ship that I have in my head, but I can't. So just picture a galleon-style ship, but sticking out of each side of it are almost they almost look like wings, but they move in like a rowing fashion, and the entire underside of it, as well as these like oar-like wings, are covered in just dozens and hundreds of rooms. Just all kinds of shapes and sizes throughout it, and each of them is glowing in different ways. Like they're popping different blues and yellows and oranges and reds all over the bottom of it as it's slowly descending in. And it just otherwise looks like a wooden ship.
The glyphs and rooms seem extra dazzling as the sun is setting off to the side.
By
Yeah.
the goddesses.
The airship flies past all of you, goes closer to the core, and then goes up the core, the center of the city. And it's out of your view, but it went a little past center at least. It's nighttime. Well, we can do a little banter, and that's going to wrap up this session.
Well, I think that going to the center might have been the better idea for you lot after all. Would you like to join in, Kieran?
Anybody gonna explain to me what the fuck I just saw?
I mean, it was just it looked like just a ship, but it was flying.
Right. Let's last I checked, there's not a layer of water over us.
Well, see, when a sea ship sees an albatross that it really likes, and they come together, they
I do not think that's how that functions.
What? But that's how my dad told me how birds made it, and that clearly was a big bird.
No, now.
Now I have to talk with you as well.
I would have to say that was some sort of profound magic, my friends. And again, as I'm not very arcane-y, I think we should go check it out.
It's a sign from the goddesses if I've ever heard one, or saw one. So,
yeah. Well, Thalia, you can come with us, and we'll check the center. Kieran and everyone else, you can come too if you want. I think we're all in the same boat. We're all Agent 15. You know, let's make some friends. My name's Thalius Ebergard. I didn't really introduce myself properly, but be a pleasure to meet all of you. And Thane, if you want to introduce yourself.
my name's Thane, as he said, Thane Orvat. Nice to meet you all.
See, we're already becoming friends. Now, does anyone know where we can get water? Because Thane smells, and I do too, but you know, got a real swamp butt going on.
Or anybody know prestidigitation?
Yeah, that would help too. I got some.
Their party is a fighter that is the most. I'm a dark knight looking kind of guy, like a darker armor. That's gonna be Kieran here. Like he's a edgelord knight, like. Then
Kieran Menethil.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Cleric, paladin, and a thief. So I don't know if any of those have prestidigitation. That's what I'm getting at. But you guys have paladin, unless rogue learned prestidigitation. I don't think so.
No, I don't think any of us have it.
Nope. There's a
Unless
create
someone
water
took a
spell
little
though.
bard dip, little wizard dip.
Little dip. None here. They're all stanky.
Them's the breaks.
Well, I call dibs on the first bath we get.
Maybe there'll be one on that ship.
Trust me, you can have it.
Oh, we can only hope. But you know, Thalia, Helena, look at my notes, Alistar, and Kieran. How'd you all start joining Agent 15?
And that's where I would just patter off with them to end the session.
Yep.